Hello, dear humans. I have felt something very strongly in my heart and mind, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you here. My heart was heavy when I saw farmers being subjected to water cannons in the freezing cold morning of North India and tear gas being fired on them. First of all, farmers are the citizens of India and they are the ones who bring food to our table. They are simply exercising their right to dissent. Already in post independence India, 70 to 90% of the water from Punjab was diverted to other states, and the Green Revolution was only glamorized and sold to the farmers, but it did more harm than good. We were taught otherwise in our history textbooks. So, one thing is that they feel threatened now because their livelihood is at stake. As we've already seen with the years from before, that the cancer and suicide rates of farmers because of the debt had increased with every year. So, we can well imagine their concern right now. The other thing is about people saying that they should not be protesting right now because of the whole corona scenario. But I feel that this comes from a place of privilege. It's rather easy for someone, even like me, to say something like this if my own life is not at stake. Farmers, even while protesting right now, they're risking their own life. Most of them do not even have basic electricity and water in their own homes, let alone a medical insurance. It's only after trying to negotiate from their own hometowns for so long that they have now decided to actively protest. The third thing is about the media and press pulling the whole terrorist, anti national, separatist, and Khalistani tag on them, and this concerns me the most. It's very common to see that the state defames those who dissent or challenge its position. I'd like to share some theories with you here. Now, terrorism does not have any accurate definition, but it mostly revolves around the four following points, and I'd like to read these out to you. The first is the threat or use of violence. The second is a political objective to change the status quo. The third is the intention of spreading fear by committing spectacular public acts, and the intentional targeting of innocent civilians is the fourth point. Now, when we take a look at this situation, we see that farmers had served water and langar or food to the very same people who had fired tear gas and water cannons at them. Noam Chomsky is an American theoretical linguist, cognitive scientist, political activist, and philosopher. He has challenged the very definition of terrorism and several world governments with very sound reasoning, and I'd like to present two of his quotes. Now, in the first quote, we see how the label of terrorism can be turned around on the state itself. And in the second quote, we see him addressing an element of hypocrisy. Karl von Clausewitz proposed a trinity model. Here, the civilians of farmers, the state, and the army are independent of each other, yet they are interrelated. So when we apply Noam Chomsky's philosophy here, does the government fit the definition of a terrorist because of the state brutality? And aren't the farmers simply exercising their basic right to protest? We've been taught that this is a democracy, but if speaking up is met with such brutality and defamation, both of which essentially mean dehumanizing, then does this mean that there is a hint of dictatorship here? So these are a few things that crossed my mind, and I wanted to come here and share it with you so that we have some perspective and see beyond what is shown to us. In my personal opinion, I see hypocrisy in this, and I feel it's very wrong to pull out a whole propaganda on something and politicize it instead of hearing them out and addressing their concerns. It breaks my heart to see elderly men, women, and children risking so much to get the basic rights which they are very much entitled to. I appreciate our farmers and I'm grateful to them. When I eat food now, I am mindful of their concerns. I hope the state hears them out and negotiates with them responsibly.